YouTube, what's going on, man? I wanted to start a 6-part series or episode, if you will, about the coming up of my business, and I'm gonna speak on just how I started, and I was gonna break them up in parts. So for those y'all that don't really know, or some of y'all are kind of know, or whatever the case may be, we're going to rewind all the way back to about 2016. In 2016, I went to trucking school. Got my CDL, and I landed my first job as a local company driver with Coca-Cola. All right, so my first job, was Coca-Cola as a local driver, straight out of trucking school. And there was no thoughts of owner operator, anything of that nature, anything. I just wanted to make more money, and I wanted to be home, because at the time I had younger kids. They're still young though, but they was really kind of young. I needed to be home. I was involved with sports and all kind of stuff. As far as being coaching and stuff like that. So I started my job at Coca-Cola, and it was Coca-Cola, and I don't shoot down Coca-Cola. Yeah, it was a bit rough job, but it wasn't that bad. I've been through worse. But Coca-Cola really taught me how to drive trucks. And them trucks they had was like 2005 trucks. And we speaking on I'm out of Richmond, Virginia, for those y'all don't know. They had 2005 trucks, Freightliners. They didn't have no DEF or nothing like that. And we was pulling between 28-foot trailers and 36-foot trailers. Sometimes, occasionally, we would pull a 48, depending on if we was going to stores like Food Line or Food Lines and Walmarts and stuff like that. But majority of the time, my job was called a RD driver, which is a rapid delivery driver. So my job title, what we did was, we was the guys that had, we had the little 28s or the 36-foot trailers with the lift gates on them. We was the guys that was going in the stores, and stores like not Food Lines, but 7-Elevens, Wawa's, mom and pop stores, stuff like that. And we would go in those stores, and we would stock the fridges and the coolers. We had to do all that kind of stuff. We would take these things on these so-called pallet jacks, and it was like pallet jacks. They're not like regular pallet jacks. It was kind of like these narrow jacks that went up and down, and they had like these black carts on them, which with all the sodas was on or whatnot. And it's kind of hard to explain, but some of you guys know what I'm talking about. So we would take those things, it might be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those pallets. And we would take them into those stores. During the summertime, you would get an average about, that was booming season. You would get about like 500 plus cases. Wintertime, it would go down some, but that was on a normal. My typical day was getting up. We had to be at work. We had to be at the Coca-Cola at 5:00 in the morning, and our day wouldn't end until that trailer was empty. So my route was pretty much in the city. I had a city route. That's why I said Coca-Cola taught me how to drive really good. city runs or whatnot. Learn how I had to shift, being in the city with a manual and stuff like that. It was, it taught me how to drive. It taught me how to, shift real smoothly, because if you jerk, them pallets, majority of the time, the pallets is going to come down in that trailer. So you had to really learn how to shift properly, without trying to jerk, But usually I would get home, in the beginning as a rookie, you know what you're doing. I was getting home, I would get at the job early in the morning at dark, and I wasn't getting off till about dark, just because I was new to it. I didn't know what I was doing. And plus, I was being trained. I think I got trained for about a month and a half, and then they cut me loose. And I was doing it on my own. But it was an okay job. I'm not gonna say it was the worst. It was an okay job. Like I said in my earlier videos, when I was dropping the Coca-Cola video, that one video I did, we was making about, everybody want to know how much you make as a local company driver straight out of school. Like, to be honest, I think I was making about $1,200 to $1,500 every 2 weeks. We got paid every 2 weeks. About $1,200 to $1,500 every 2 weeks. That's how much I made. And that's what it is as a local driver straight out of school. And then we had it was at the time when I was there, this how they broke it down. It was 19 cents a case. It was 19 cents a case, and you had a day rate. My day rate, I believe, was $120. And we got paid 19 cents per case. Then what they also included into that deal was I believe it was $10 per stop, which was, when they said that, it was $10. What they meant by it was stores like Food Line, stores like Walmart's and stuff like that. Because those stores, they was on pallets. So we had a pallet jack on there. We would look at our routes for the day. We had a Food Line, a Food Line or a Walmart on there. We would put a pallet jack on our trailer. So that means all the stuff is on the pallet jack. We use the pallet jack, and we take it off and we drop it. Now we didn't stock coolers and Food Lines and stores like that, Food Lines and Walmarts. Those were pretty much drops. They was on the pallet. We go in, back up to the dock. The receiver will tell us where to put it at. We'll put it right there, and we'll be on our way. That's pretty much how the Food Lines and Walmarts pretty much work. But like I was saying, once I got the hang of things, I was generally, I was in and out. I was pretty quick. So once I got the hang of things, I knew my route. I got in the stores, and I was out, and eventually I was starting to get home before, the sun went down. And basically, just to sum things up, that's generally how Coca-Cola worked for me as an RD driver. It taught me Coca-Cola really taught me how to drive a truck. And, like I said in the beginning of the video, there was no thoughts on to operate anything. I was just pretty much working, and I made more money than what I was making working at a warehouse. And I had my CDL, you know what I'm saying? And, that's just pretty much what it was. And just to sum things up again, that's how my day-to-day basis went with Coca-Cola. I got up, I had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, had to empty out the truck or the trailer, and that was pretty much it. I just want to end things off with that on the Coca-Cola note. Make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2, and we'll start talking about the next company that I went to. Make sure at the end of the video, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share this video. There's some good information about Coca-Cola. A lot of you guys want to know about Coca-Cola or any other beverage. Every place is going to be different. But the Coca-Cola I was at in Richmond, that's how I operated. I hope this helps somebody, man. I'll catch you on part 2.